Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to talk about how I make stickers for my Etsy shop. So I'll kind of dive into my planning and iteration process, going through sketching and drawing, and also what manufacturer I use in terms of printing my stickers. And finally, we'll get into putting my listings up on Etsy. Of course, this is just how I decided to create stickers for Etsy, and there's a lot of other alternatives out there as to how you can do this process. And I can also definitely talk about the other options that you have in terms of if you want to sell stickers on Etsy too. But with that, let's get into how I make stickers. So with any sticker, usually it starts out with ideation and brainstorming and just getting an idea of what exactly I want to create. I have an idea that I've already been thinking of for a while, and that is to create a pigeon sticker. I know a lot of people really don't like pigeons or they're really annoyed by them, but I think they're just really silly birds and I like them quite a lot. Maybe it's because I don't really interact with them too much. And maybe it's like if you live in New York or something and you interact with them all day, you could be annoyed by them. But I personally think that they're pretty funny, so I wanted to create a silly pigeon sticker or some sort of pigeon sticker. What do you think about pigeons? Not a clear answer. Hey Zelda, what do you think about pigeons? I think they think it's a great idea. So my first step is usually going to Pinterest and kind of looking at reference photos. Specifically with my animal stickers, I do like taking real life photos of the animals doing something funny or being in a funny pose. So for my pigeon sticker, this would kind of be a good example of something that I'm thinking of doing. I want him kind of like fat and round and just kind of silly looking, honestly. Like these are all some pretty good examples, and it also helps me as an artist like learn more about the anatomy to make it look realistic, but I can spin it in my own artistic style. Yeah, honestly, sometimes when I make a sticker, it's just hours of looking at images of birds in this case, I guess. I like this one a lot. I think this photo is so silly. I'm kind of inspired. Currently, I have a Notion page set up with different pictures of references and inspiration that I want to use. So let me show you that. This is what my Notion pages usually look like. I have a very simple page template set up for whenever I create a sticker. I usually start with ideation and planning, and as you can see, I have a couple of images saved, and these are all from Pinterest. So I have a couple examples where they're just like kind of sitting around, or that one has some bread on it. This one I felt like it was sitting in a really funny position. I think that one might be my favorite so far. And then I kind of just write down ideas of what type of pigeon sticker I want to make. So some of the ideas I had were an anxious pigeon or a mail carrier pigeon, a toast pigeon for the one in the middle, or just a lazy pigeon. That's usually kind of how I start making my stickers. It starts with long Pinterest search of images and finding the ones that I really enjoy. And I guess the next step is just starting to sketch. I always start my stickers with an initial sketching phase. At this point, the drawing is supposed to be pretty rough and is meant to just give myself an idea of what my sticker could look like. Sometimes I'll also draw a couple different versions of a sticker, but for this pigeon sticker, I had a more clear idea of what I wanted already. I'll do a really messy sketch and sometimes take note of things I want to keep in the drawing, like I wanted to give the pigeon these funny boba ball eyes, and also I wanted to give him some big boots. After the first rough sketch, I'll also map out the colors that I want in the sticker. This is also meant to just give a general feel of color and shading and helps a lot later in the process. Now we'll move on to the first round of line art, which is my least favorite part in my drawing process, and you'll see why soon. I do this by turning the opacity down in my sketch layer and doing a general outline with a solid, dark line. I'll usually also do a couple of rounds of this since I'll continue to refine the shape and look of my sticker. Also, I just want to mention, I redid the pigeon's face so many times, like I was so frustrated drawing this part. Once I add in the border, that's when I take away the previous layer that's underneath, and here you'll see exactly why I hate the first rounds of line art.
Oh my God, what is that?
I finally fixed the pigeon's face to look a bit more normal, but gosh, that took so many tries. Finally, we're on to color. I'm always shocked how big of a difference color and shading can make. I also spent so much time getting these little squiggle designs right on the pigeon. So my camera died, but this is kind of what I have so far. Look at how silly he looks. This is kind of where the sticker is at now. He's got these little red boots on, stressed out eyes, which I think is pretty funny. And I'm just adding in all like the little details, and honestly he's come a long way. Like the first round was this, yeah, pretty rough, and then I went through and did this sketch over him and then got rid of that, and wow, that looks awful. So I guess it's just, I always try to trust the process at least. And from that I created the final layer on top and also changed up the tail a bit. I wanted to make him look a little cuter, and I kind of fixed the beak too because the original drawing the proportions were a little off, and then started adding in colors and like final little details like that. Finally, I'll add in my sticker border at the end. You can do this by duplicating your sticker, setting the bottom duplicated layer to white, turn up the Gaussian blur to around 10%, and then apply a color fill, and usually it'll make a border for you. Now that I finished my sticker, I can kind of show you guys how I order them and get them printed and manufactured. Currently, I use Make Stickers. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just the company that I decided on based on reviews that I read, and also just some other creators that have also used them before. So this is Make Stickers and their website. Usually what I do is I go to custom stickers and then I select die cut. And then here, I usually will select glossy stickers, but there's also a lot of other options you can choose from. Like for example, my strawberry cat sticker is the holographic option. I'll usually go with glossy, and then you can choose the size and quantity of your stickers, and you can also upload your file. I'll probably need to save listing my stickers on Etsy for another video since shipping is going to take a little longer than I expected, and I definitely want to get this video completed, but at least that is my current process for sketching my stickers, and also how I order them and what manufacturer I use. I also wanted to briefly touch on alternatives to how you can make stickers and order stickers online if you're interested in opening your own sticker shop. So when I first started making stickers online, this was when I was still in college, I actually printed stickers myself because it was just the most cost-efficient way at the time, and you know, I really didn't have that much money as a college student, and I was doing everything out of my dorm. So what I initially did was I saved up a lot of money from like various jobs and things that I did earning money in high school, and bought myself a Cricut printer, and I'll show that here. So essentially you have a mat that you buy, and then you can tape on a sheet of paper, and then it essentially will help you cut out any shapes that you like. So a lot of people use the Cricut machine to make stickers, but I did have to buy all of the sticker paper myself. I had to know how to use the Cricut software and make sure that all the cut lines were correct. Overall, it was just kind of a complicated process that made sense at the time when I didn't have too many funds to print from a manufacturer, but it was definitely not easy. There were times when I would put my sticker paper down on the mat, and then the sticker lines in the software didn't match up with the stickers printed on my paper, so then you end up with a bunch of wasted stickers because the printer just didn't cut them correctly. I guess the pros and cons of printing your own stickers: the pros are you'll probably save some money, and also you have a lot of flexibility in terms of when you can have your stickers done and printed, and you don't have to wait on someone to ship them for you. The cons, of course, is it's a lot of labor on your own end in terms of buying the machine, learning how to use the software, having to get a printer, also a good quality printer to print your stickers, placing the sticker paper on the sticker mats, and then using the printer itself to accurately cut your stickers and having to kind of peel them off one by one. Honestly, if you have the time and resources, I think it's a great way to be able to have a lot more flexibility over
making the types of stickers that you want and also getting them exactly when you want them. You don't have to worry about potentially suddenly selling out of a sticker and then not being able to have that listing be active. So there's pros and cons.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you if you are interested in making your own stickers. And if you enjoyed my content, feel free to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with my journey as a small business owner and Etsy sticker seller. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.